So, everyone, welcome to another tier list. It's tier list time. Tier list time indeed. Yep, don't know this show. Scooby-Doo, that. Obviously, we can talk about 16. 16 was a great show. I remember watching 16 basically back in the day. Just watching it on Teletoon. Obviously, this is Cartoon Network, so this is like the US. But there's a lot of shows on here I've watched as a kid as well, so we can talk about those too as well. And despite the fact that I love the shows, it really has, basically been talked about. 16 is definitely like an S tier, maybe even A, because I do remember like a lot of the characters, like Jonesy. I'm pretty sure his name is Jonesy or something. Caitlin, Nikki, Wyatt, Jude, and then we got Jen over there. I remember a lot, basically the characters, the main characters there. Yeah, I do remember that. So, and also they have jobs and stuff too. So it's really important to have. I mean, it's about basically teenagers having jobs and how important that is. And I mean, when we get older, we got to start having jobs and stuff like that. Although for me, it's not really like that. YouTube's my job, so I mean, if people start saying, "Oh yeah, your YouTube's your job," but are you gonna do an actual part-time job? Work at McDonald's? No. I've been told that a few times, and I'm gonna assure you, I will say no. Although autistic people can work part-time, yes, not all of them have to, and there's a reason for that. Cartoon Network is definitely not Cartoon Network. What I'm talking about, Adventure Time is an S tier because I grew up with this show. I remember Jake. I remember Finn, but I also remember the fact that these characters. What happened? Spoilers for the end of the show. Finn loses an arm. Well, this is like towards like end, like the last season or something, or the final episodes of the show. Finn loses an arm. Jake's dead. His two ex-girlfriends end up becoming lovers. Yeah, not kidding. I'm pretty sure it was like fire. I don't know which ones it was. I forget which ones they were, but I don't know. I think it was Princess Bubblegum and his Fire Princess or something. I think I do remember this show, but not very well. So, the amazing. I remember this show. I remember the mom, the dad. Oh man, the kids. Yeah, I do remember Gumball. The Amazing World of Gumball. I would say it's probably like a B. A solid B. Animation's not bad. An iconic show for its time. Realistically. Yeah, this is another one of those shows. What the fuck is that? Atomic Betty. Fuck, I remember this one. This was like a space show. I remember some of the characters in it. I'll pause. And I don't want showing people my search history, and people gonna start to ask, or someone's gonna start asking me, or that one person that I know is gonna ask me about Jonah Jet. Now do not search up Jonah Jet, or you're gonna be scarred for life. So don't search up Jonah Jet, because that's only for adults only. Not gonna lie. I mean, I'm an adult, so don't go search up things unless you're really like at a certain age, when you get to the point where you're just like, oh, I know what that is. So yeah, I'll be right with you shortly. Yeah, Atomic Betty was an alright show. 90% of people liked it. It was a Canadian show. It was around for a while. I remember the themes for it. Oh yeah, they had a game for the show. I remember this is when she's not in her Atomic Betty tire, just like in her normal tire. Like damn. I mean, she's I mean, I remember watching the show as a kid, so it's not bad. Wow, 5 seasons. I guess there was a period between 2006 2007 where they just didn't make season 3 or something, and then they delayed it to whatever. Oh, that's how they actually made the show. Okay, that's cool. So there was gonna be a sequel to it. Oh, okay. Okay, I mean that makes total sense. Yeah, but the show's kind of a solid. It's not like a C tier, but like it's yeah, I'll say it's a C. It's not bad. It's not great either. Baby Looney Tunes. You know, I'm gonna put C. I have to talk about this one. I love Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond movies were pretty good too, but I really like the show as well. How we talk about Batman in the future. Like, this is like the equivalent of Spider-Man 2099. Although, there's been a death battle between those two, and you can go watch that as well. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. You don't have to go watch them, or you can just watch like other death battles or epic battles of history where two people are just fighting over stuff. It's kind of crazy. But I'm going to put the show in A. Obviously, it's not the best show, but it definitely has its moments. And Batman Brave the Bolt is actually something I've been thinking about for a long time. Where, like, it's been a really good show to me, personally. I grew up with a show. Wait, is it actually on Amazon? Oh, it might be, actually. What the fuck? Okay. Well, I personally do like this show, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, great voice acting, I'd say. Some iconic episodes, too. Especially, like, some episodes are good than others, but, like, you basically, like, you just have, like... There was even a film for it, like, years later. Wow. How astonishing is that? Dude, I just remember, like, all these, like, seasons. Oh, it gives us the discs, too, for the seasons. Like, I remember there was, like, the Bizarro the Zura Batman episode, or whatever, there was a lot of episodes with Batman. I'm serious with that one. This one's, like, I'll say it's an A. It's not... The animated series is in here, so I'm gonna put that one in S. It's just, it's really, really good, and it's one of the best series of all time. Rest in peace to the man who voiced, well, Batman throughout a lot of people's lives, including mine, who died in November of 2022. So, and if you guys want me to fucking shave my head bald, I'll do it too. I don't give a shit. Ben 10, S tier. I like the original show. Alien Force is actually no. These two shows are iconic, and that's why they're an S tier for me. Because I grew up watching Ben 10. No, I'm not kidding. Ultimate Alien's kind of more like a B. It's a solid show, but it's just kind of... but I liked how Ben 10 and Alien Force, two good shows. But I just think Ultimate Alien, and then there's like Omniverse, which I'm not a big fan of the animation, so it goes in C, although it's not a bad show. This is what I might have seen this, but like it's shit. It's shit. This one is shit. The reboot of this show is shit. And I've said this. I like the original. I hate this one. I don't like this one. And it's just bad. It's not very good. You know, we got Brave the Bold. Brave the Bold is just like... It's animated, but... I mean, in a 3D style. But I'm going to put it at B. I've only watched probably 1 or 2 episodes of that show. I don't really remember watching it that much. Well, actually, I do, but I just, like... It's kind of like an Captain Planet, never watched it, although I've never... It's not bad, but I know what it is. I already know... I remember this show, but I don't remember it very well. Chowder is not bad. Chowder is probably, like... The animation's not terrible, but I'm going to put Chowder in B. Camp Lazlo, I'm going to put it in C. I'm not a huge fan of Camp Lazlo. Let's be honest. That show I've never heard of. What the fuck is that? Same thing with that show. Cloudy Chance of the Meatball Show will be probably a C. Although actually, no, I'll put it in there because I never watched it. No, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Ooh, I remember this show. The Kids Next Door. Oh my god, I remember this fucking show. This show's fucking S. I like how the kids have like gadgets and shit and like all kinds of like certain abilities, and I love that the show and its animation too and its style. I don't remember the characters, but I do remember the show. In fairness, in some cases, and then we got Corrance or Courage. I remember the dog, and I remember like what happened, and I'm gonna put the show in C. I'm not really. I'll put it in B. It's not that great, to be honest. Not B, D actually. It's not great. I don't even know what the fuck that show is. This one I don't even know either. That one, same. What the fuck is... Oh, this is Duck Dodgers. No, I don't think I've seen that. I do remember this show right here. I remember this one. This one's... I would say... I do remember there was a game. I think I played a game, something. It was like a flash game for this show. But I'm gonna say it's not... I'm gonna say it's a solid... I'm gonna say it's B. For Eddie, and Eddie. I'm trying to say that. Cow and Chicken. Dexter's Laboratory is probably a solid. I was give it an A. Generation. This is a show I do remember. Generation Rex. I remember that show. It involves. I think he has like mechanical powers, and he's a generator or something. I have a hard time remembering shows compared to just remembering myself and all the memories I had. So it's really hard to remember certain things about certain shows. Although for me, if I know the show, I'd probably put it like where it's gonna go. This show's underrated though as fuck though compared to like Ben 10 and others, but I will say it's an A. Ever heard of that show? Ooh, I think I've heard of this show too. Foster's and the Imaginary. I think I know this show, but I think it's gonna go in an S. I really like the characters. I love the monsters and the kid with the monsters. It's really fun as friends. Garfield show, I would say probably C. The dragon. I do remember watching like How to Train Your Dragon show. I do remember watching the show for that one. That one's gonna be like a C. A C. Ooh, is this Powerpuff Girls? Oh, this is the original, and this is the remake, or like the remastered. Both. Actually, I think the original is better, but I'm gonna say the original is S tier. If we talk about cartoon movies, I actually seen the movie. I've seen the Powerpuff Girls movie. Fucking S tier, man. I don't know. I think we need to have more female superheroes, don't we? I mean, Cartoon Network, obviously. But this shit, man. That show was worth watching, actually, and it is. I mean, same thing. I think honestly, this one. I feel like the animation in this one's really good too. It feels like the original as well. So I'm gonna put it in also A, I think. But the original still fucking tops as well. If you grew up with that one, because obviously it's iconic as fuck. Episodes are memorable. I do remember the villain though in the show too. I think I remember his name. I don't remember his name. I remember the fucking doctor, their father in the show. Oh fuck! I remember this show too. This one I remember. Oh man, I think it was like Billy and what's her fucking name? And Mandy. Billy and Mandy, I do remember. And I remember like in the Green Reaper too. Just being friends with them. Oh man, I'm gonna put that a B. Never heard of this show. That show's He-Man. This is like the one of the reboots or something of He-Man. I watched the original one, but I think it's gonna go in there. Johnny Bravo, I might have watched a few episodes or something. Ridiculous, but I like Johnny Bravo. He's iconic as well. I mean, dude, I remember how he tries to hook up with the ladies and tries to flirt with them and shit. Oh my god. And it doesn't always go his way, too, which kind of fucking sucks. I remember he also, I think he drove, like, some sort of, like, Mustang or something. Oh my god. I don't know. Like, the dude is, like, jacked and shit, but, like, he tried to, like... George of the Jungle is, like, a solid, I'd say, like, B, I'd say B. The Green Lantern show, I don't think I've watched that. I have no idea. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I Am Weasel. I'm gonna say it's not bad. But it's C. You know, since I don't really like Camp Lazlo, I'm gonna put it in fucking D. I just don't like it at all. Like, nothing really good about it in my opinion. I know some people are gonna disagree with that, but I just don't like the show really. Johnny Test. Iconic. I remember his twin sisters, him, and his dog who talks. And I remember all kinds of things that happened in that show with experiments and all kinds of shit. I don't know what that is. Never seen that one. I know that. Never seen that one. So this is Unlimited and this is Justice League. So they're two different shows, but Unlimited is S tier and then this one's A. The Looney Tunes show, it's got to go S tier too. The Looney Tunes show is S tier. I like this one personally. I really do. Mad, not really. Oh, actually no, it belongs here. That's gonna go there because I don't know what the fuck that is. This I might have seen, but I just don't remember it. I do remember Flapjack though, kind of, like a little bit. Like I do remember Flapjack, but I don't. Now I'm gonna put it in there too. But I know I've seen it, but I just don't remember how it very much well. I'm trying to remember this show, but I don't remember what it was about. But I'm gonna put that. I might have remembered the show. No. Nope. No. Macho Libre. I might have watched this. Oh. I remember this show. I played a fucking Flash game for my gym partner's a monkey. I remember that Flash game. I think I might have to go find it because I remember the Flash game for that. I'll be right back. I think it was Hall. I think I'm talking about. I might have played this game. It was called Hall of the Wild. I'm pretty sure. It was one of the games where you played as. I'm pretty sure. But I'm trying to remember one of the games. I played it a lot. As well as a kid, so I think the show's really deserving. Why I put an S tier as it is because I might have played. I just like the idea of how you're friends with a monkey. I mean, it sounds kind of it sounds pretty good honestly and very nice to have a animal human relationship. Not relationship. What I mean is friendship too. Is what I mean. Oh, Lego Ninjago, the original series. I'll say Lego Ninjago is like an A. It's not an S. Like if you watch the first season, it's an S, but like if you watch the rest of it, it's not really. Sonic Boom, I don't think I've seen that one. The original Clone Wars show is literally like probably not as good as like. It's like an A, and then the Clone Wars show is an S because this show is still an S. I grew up with the show, this one compared to this one, because this one I grew up a lot more. Back in 2008, I remember when this came out. I was a kid watching it, and then I fell in love with the show. I know it wasn't really good the first time around, but I like the idea of how they were able to bring in new characters like Ahsoka, and then make her into one of those standalone, one of the best characters that was made from Dave Filoni. And I think honestly it was good that that happened. The Secret Saturdays, I might remember that show a little bit, but I think it involves the family having superpowers and stuff too, and I might have played a flash game for them or something of this game, so I'm probably going to put it like at a B. Regular shows like an S. Actually, no, Samurai Jack's an S. And then regular shows like literally an S. It's really funny as hell. Like, the characters are iconic, especially, and I do remember, I remember these two down here the most, if I remember their names correctly. But I'm trying. I don't really know every single character's names. Totally Spies is like S tier. I love the animation style. I love it, and I also remember talking about in my Nickelodeon tier list. I brought up the fact that that there was a crossover between Totally Spies and Martin Mystery, which I've discussed that before, because they're similar in animated style. The League of Super Evil of Evil. I remember this show, but I mean it's just about villains, a league of super villains, and trying to come up with schemes and all that kind of wicked shit. But I'm gonna put it as a C. It's kind of mediocre. Macho Libre is definitely B. Never heard of this show. That one, nope. I might have watched this. Robot Boy. Okay, I'm gonna go search that up. Okay, so what is Robot Boy? It's one of those like shows that I might have remembered a little bit when I was younger, but it only lasted 2 seasons. It's probably why it's not as memorable as it is. Yeah, so I understand. So it's kind of like I don't remember that show, so it's gonna go in there. I think that show there. Mystery Incorporated is really good. S tier. A lot of the shows so far I put in S tier because I either grew up with them or I just fucking love the damn shows for some reason, due to childhood or like. The reason I put Samurai Jack there is because it has great animation and shit, and it's fucking like badass to see what he does and stuff as a samurai. And I might have watched something. Squirrel Boy, I don't really remember it, but I don't remember it very much, but I know I might have seen it. Static Shock, I watched like this one episode of Static Shock where it had to involve racism and how the dad was racist towards Static Shock, and then eventually things got. But during the episode, you learn a lesson and stuff like that. So like, but it showed the true value of things too in that show. It did. It actually taught you things in the show that you learn about in life, and I think. And also, this proves that this is a better show than I think. So, and it also, like, I was watching some YouTube video about it. I think that it better represents the black people than the other shows does. Than other shows, like it helps kind of with that. And Space Ghost. We already talked about Space Ghost, but I'm gonna put them in there. Steven Universe is, well, I don't think I've seen it very much. Never heard of it. Oh, Stormhawks. Sometimes you just forget a certain show and then it just comes back to you. Some Titan. This show I don't remember very much, but I do remember it a little bit. That show I never heard of. Teen Titans Go sucks dick. It's bad. Original Teen Titans is like an S tier, hands down. I love that show too. Original Titans is better than Teen Titans Go. Transformers. I do remember Transformers animated. When I was a kid, I had like toys from that show, but I really liked it. But as an adult, not really as much now. But I think it's one of those like the only like Transformer shows where it's kind of more close to being kind of like it's not like a cartoon, but like kind of animated in a way. But I'll put it at like a B, A, I guess. I mean, solid show to be honest. Total Drama Island is like the epitome of like this. Oh, this is Total Drama Island. Total Drama Island belongs in S tier because it's memorable. A lot of the main characters and all the original characters are memorable. Even Chris, who is actually like a criminal apparently in the show apparently. He would just like force people on the island and do like completely weird shit, like just like never heard of that show. Time Squad, Thundercats never seen, but I'll put that there. This is when they're kids, right? So this show's about them, about the 12. I've never seen that show, so I've never seen it. Okay. I think I remember this. Nah, not really. I remember like something to do with this. I don't know. Looks really weird. I mean that just looks like it has an ass for its head. Like this character looks like he has an ass for his head, and he has boobs right there. I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. Victor and Valentino, never heard of that one. The Bear Bears, nope, no. What's New Scooby-Doo is also probably like really good. Like a lot of the animations for Scooby-Doo were really good, especially like I think that one's an S tier. I grew up with that one too as well. Even watched the movies and such with that show. Annoying Orange is okay, but it's not. I'm gonna say it's terrible. I mean, I'm gonna say C. Heroes 08, never heard of them. Superman, the animated show, is definitely like, I'll say B. And that's pretty much it. I mean, for that. I'm just putting as many of the shows as I know that are just. I'm just gonna go freaking down here. Besides Young Justice, because I know I've seen Young Justice. Actually, in Stormhawks. We'll talk about those two, because they're the only two left over that we can talk about, because Stormhawks is something else, but I'll be right back with you. Now, obviously, not everybody's going to remember Stormhawks, and not everybody's going to remember this show. I do for a time, for a little bit. This was on Nickelodeon, apparently. So it was on Canada. It was on YTV Canada. That's why I remember it so much. Fuck, I should have done like YTV and Teletoon. I might just do those two. Why not? Because it doesn't matter. If we see the same shows, it doesn't matter. We can just like put them up into where they are. But this show has a lot to going for them. I mean, all it is about these people when they have these weapons and stuff. Because you got Radar, Stork, Arrow, Pim, Piper, Finn, and Junko, which I think I remember the characters, but there was comic books for them, you know, a lot of things really. There was even a video game for them at some point. You know. Wasn't really a big hit though, but it was it wasn't really that bad of a show, to be honest. I mean, but honestly, it's kind of underrated. I mean, and I'm gonna put it in a B as well. And then Young Justice is like, I like Young Justice a lot. I think it deserved more than it did. It's an S tier for a reason, and very good show. It gave us character development. It gave us a lot of things. It got brought back, of course. I mean, the show had some things for it. I mean, when they stopped doing it, I think by the time they'd done season 2, people wanted more from it, and then it got brought back. So I mean, talking about Young Justice is like really just like they've done season 3 and 4 now, I think. Now that they since brought it back, because it was because they stopped making it in 2013, and then they brought it back in 2019, and then but they started doing them in parts too with season 3 and 4, which is good. And I think that's fine. I mean, like, it's just so good of a show that it literally is one of the best shows in my opinion. I love Cartoon Network. And this proves it. I have a lot of Cartoon Network shows up here that I put up here. Totally Spies, Rememberable, Powerpuff Girls. A lot of these shows I grew up with, memorable for me, in my opinion. But honestly, hope you guys enjoy this video, and see you guys for more episodes. Not more episodes, I mean more tier list videos. And have a nice day.